The crew worldwide, from Cali to Twitter, real hardcore fans, boxing ass niggas, consistency cops, police the views, we'll pull up receipts for any debate you choose. Shout outs to Clan Archie for the dope production. Ring Gang stay with the best discussions.
Ring Gang Radio.
Yeah. Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where as always, if shit's real, we talk about it. I'm your host for tonight, Patscorpio, the New England representative, and as always, I got my man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Shutterworth da Gawd, LB Lauderdale boss, the GOAT artist, Soul Wars creator, Ring Gang in the building.
Yes, sir. Ring Gang in the motherfucking house. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Hey yo, what up, yo? Live from the bodega with a little bit of sickness, but the bodega never stopped for no man. King P, bodega boxing. Let's go.
Yes, sir. Bodega P, straight from the sewers. Yes, sir.
Damn, bro, you sick? Hey, all right, yo, fans. Let's wish King P a quick recovery.
Yes, and if you wanna, email us if you actually want to go to his home and bring him some soup or something like that. If you're a female.
Nah. I already got my shit.
Deliver Derianchenko to his sick ass. Fuck that. You got a spar nigga with excellent footwork and durability and shit.
No sickness ever kept a nigga down. I ain't Kovalev.
Hey, you heard.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. You heard it first from King P, Bodega P. Yeah. So, we got some. We got some things to talk about on this podcast tonight. We will talk about the upcoming World Boxing Super Series final at bantamweight between Monster Inoue and Nonito Donaire, as well as give our opinions on Kovalev and Canelo. Ooh. But first, we want to talk about something unique that will be coming up. Preview Saturday. It's like the big card. There's two cards on Saturday, and surprisingly, it's the biggest one with the most attention. Why? I don't understand it. This is the old school shit in me that doesn't really understand it too much about it. But it's buzzing, and it's buzzing for some reasons I just don't understand. Of course, what I'm talking about is the YouTubers, man. And we did talk about this before with Jay Chaudhry, me and LB. We touched upon it.
Break Media.
Yeah, Break Media. Yes, sir. Shout out to them. We briefly talked about this fight. We didn't have a lot of details, but all I know is that, this is when we knew that, shit was kind of different because it was getting all this attention. KSI versus Logan Paul 2. The first one, because apparently it's YouTubers, just by doing a little research on both of them. Like they're both popular YouTubers that be doing all types of wild shit. Logan Paul in particular, I think one of the videos that I saw was him smearing peanut butter or honey over himself, and this nigga went to a dog park. That type of silly shit, And somehow he started beefing with another YouTuber, KSI, and then bam, they found themselves in a boxing match. So the first one out. They were wearing headgear, and it was 6 rounds. And I did watch it. I watched it way back, not when it was live because it was kind of that type of shit. I won't ever watch like when it's there. But it was amateurs. It was amateurs flailing and hitting each other constantly, and neither of them really getting hurt like that.
Foolery.
Yeah.
But to their credit, boxing has one of the highest learning curves of any combat sport.
Yeah.
So I give them credit for, beefing with each other and settling it the boxing way. Yeah. Give them that. I read it. If all problems could be solved by 2 people fighting it out in a boxing ring, I think the world might be a better place.
But then of course, though, this is 2019. Certainly after you do it, the loser will come back with a nigga be good special and start airing niggas out. So
I said if it was a perfect world, man. I mean, what if you had to fight to become the fucking president?
Yeah,
on some real, kingdom type or some king type shit.
Right, and then it'll be on some Game of Thrones shit. Like, the king will have to watch his back, to make sure his team doesn't betray him, or soldiers doesn't betray him, or there's no, mutiny, all type of shit. It'll just be wild, bro. It'll be that's what it'll be.
It's wild now.
Because violence begets violence, bro. That's how it goes.
Yeah. But I mean, to bring it back to the fight, I mean, I don't have no problem with it. It's just, I guess, I'm not used to the attention to, I guess in my eyes, two randoms are getting, for boxing and everything. But me, at the end of the day, if it's bringing money and eyes and I don't know about prestige, but if it's bringing some money and attention to the sport, I rock with it. I'm cool. I hope the presentation's on point.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And I think and the reason why we're getting this one on the zone, because like I said, the first one was on the YouTube. I think you had to pay to actually watch it on YouTube. It wasn't like free or anything like that. But reportedly, those guys got paid a grip for, because they have YouTube accounts, so they got paid a grip, like somewhere like $10 million each, something crazy like that. So naturally, when the zone, who obviously they're spending a lot of cheese on a lot of boxing programming and stuff like that, they got wind of this shit. Eddie, promoter Eddie Hearn was like, hey, I'm trying to bring some more boxing via my outlet. So let's see what these cats can do. So
it's not like he doesn't have a whole stable of fighters.
Yeah. So it's like, anyway, I mean, that's what promoters do, man. Sometimes, I mean, every promoter is a carny. Like, we all know that promoters do, they're boxing promoters. Every one of them has a little bit of Vince McMahon in them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, because, you got to sell the fight, not to the hardcores, but to the casuals. I mean, it's facts.
But a good card, tries to appreciate both and tries to cater to both. I mean, years ago, that's what boxing was. Like, the hardcores were happy, the casuals were happy.
Right.
Now I feel like it's like they put the casuals on the forefront and tell the hardcores to just accept anything.
Yeah, that's
because unfortunately, casuals always fucking pay a grip for stupid shit.
Right.
But
including in this case, what the zone's picking this up, because the zone obviously wants to drive subscriptions, wants to increase their subscriptions and obviously if they do it for the month, and this is during the whole rollout or whatever, they that's the added value for people. If they weren't grandfathered in like I was, they pay that $20 a month. So
okay, but the one thing I'll disagree with King P on, as far as, I mean, I'm not even want to disagree on this, because I agree with it, but there is a problem with it, with the whole, because casuals will spend money for stupid shit.
Oh, no doubt they do.
They do, but it's like a part of me feels like, whose fault is that? Why is it the stupid shit get promoted the best?
Facts. Yeah.
Like, and that's my problem. Like, everybody wants to fucking, it's like the thing where they say, well, black fighters don't, they don't draw crowds.
Because casuals
but they don't promote them.
Because casuals are casuals, and they're easily influenced by stupid shit. Think about it. If it wasn't for casuals, fucking Mayweather versus McGregor wouldn't do shit. But because casuals fell for that bullshit, it sold what, 5 million? Like, unfortunately, fucking casuals make the world go round in any aspect of life, whether music, movies. Unfortunately, it's the way of life.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate.
Yeah, but I mean, you're right, but I still feel like it could be countered. It could be balanced with promoting the good shit and having, all the good things, the good matchups we want happen in timely manner. People reach for bullshit when you're not giving them the shit that they really want. You dangle a fucking filet mignon in a nigga face, but then you make the goddamn steakums available, and you know he get tired of damn reaching for the filet mignon. He gonna grab them bitch ass steakums.
Steak, because the steakums are fucking easily accessible, like a damn McDonald's. Niggas would rather go to a McDonald's than a 5-star restaurant.
But now with Uber Eats and Postmates and all these shit, you can get all these motherfuckers.
Right.
So it's like, what's the problem? And for anybody hearing this, I have no problem with the KS1 Logan Paul. I just don't really know these dudes, but will I watch it? Hell yeah, I'm a boxing fan. Shit. And you got the other two world-class fighters on the bout, so
yeah, I mean, they
are trying to cater to some hardcores, but I do feel like this whole event could have been done on a large and a bigger, better way, instead of the whole, okay, we'll make these guys be the main event and get these little showcase bouts for some guys that need some extra fights this year. Like,
I mean, well, let's put it this way. I mean, honestly, this thing has more word of mouth buzz than, let's say, the fucking Canelo fights. You know, both Jacob.
Facts. But imagine if you actually put a legit world-class 50-50 bout and you had Logan Paul as the co-main.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See, I mean, the thing is, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I do. I see what you're saying, but I mean,
you could have really built up both. Like, and honestly, you would have had fighters. You would have had the casuals sticking around for the elite guys. You know, with the important fights, even at the pressers and all this, it's like they would get that trickle down buzz that those guys are getting. But if you got two other semi-popular fighters and some nondescript bouts, it's like, okay, who cares? Yeah, the hardcores will, but you're not getting any new fans or nothing because you're not putting these dudes in any type of new fan getting bouts. Saunders is gonna damn beat the shit out of this guy, and he's gonna look good like he looked good in his last fight against whoever that was. And Devin Haney's probably gonna score another brutal mid-round, early round knockout. Yeah,
and of course, I mean, and obviously there's gonna be the other prospects, the young prospects that Eddie Hearn signed in Matchroom that'll probably be on this card too. You know, just to fill out the undercard on the card type of stuff. But yeah, I mean, my thoughts about it. I mean, like I said, this is what I'm a little old school about. I mean, personally, I don't think two YouTubers should outsign actual boxers, the ones that actually really put in that work. But
oh hell yeah, I agree. That's bullshit. But bullshit sells.
Yeah, it sells. It's absolutely
because that's how they want to sell it, man.
Right. I mean, like I said, the whole business behind it is, you know, it's gonna be, you know, if it goes the way that they expect, it's gonna be a win-win-win situation. But
it's not gonna change anything. That's the type of. It's only gonna make us get part 3 with even worse fucking undercard. Like, it's not. And the reason why I have no problem with the whole Logan Paul KS1, because what if you actually had some YouTubers who got super popular and they was known in the damn boxing and MMA circles, and they started beefing, and now you have a legit fight on your hands, and now somebody wants a platform? Shoot, I have no. What if all these boxing YouTubers ended up shooting the fade with each other, and someone wants to promote that? Shit, nah, I'll watch all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I don't want to fucking just shit on it, because if it was two YouTubers that hardcore boxing fans are familiar with, we might look at it a little different. So that's why I can't really shit on the fight, but I'm just shitting on the presentation of it, because they could really elevate the sport by doing this in a better way. Like, y'all could have really had legit fights with this shit or something, like.
Right. But in this case, like I said, like the legit fighters, I mean, the legit fighters are, I mean, they're not either fighting setups or like they're mandatories.
Yeah, like y'all having legit fighters on here, but y'all not making legit fights.
Yeah, fact.
Difference. I'd rather see Saunders and Haney actually spar each other than see them fight their two fights. you might get some shit. You might get a good little bout shit. Yeah, y'all been in the gyms and y'all see these damn light heavyweight versus 154.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You get some damn good scraps sometimes. So fuck that. I'm all for the fade.
Right, and then speaking of the actual fade itself, because their first fight was with headgear. This fight is going to be without headgear. It's a pro bout. I think it's either 4 or 6 rounds. So I'm expecting, just based off what I've seen in person, like what happens when motherfuckers in the gym actually take off the headgears and they're not necessarily at that level. I'm expecting a fade. I'm expecting someone to get brutally knocked out.
That level Pat is referring to is, the arms, the wild flailing, the wild arm swings and punches, the noodle arms, the head up, chin up in the air, leaning back. That's the type of level.
You mean the stuff that regular niggas do, like the untrained regular nigga. That's probably why they like it so much. They can relate to that shit.
Yeah, and you know what? That's what it is. Because look, at the end of the day, man, and we all know this to be an undeniable fact. Boxing is that one sport that you can't play, but for some reason, everybody thinks they're an expert on without having to do any fucking thing in the damn world of boxing.
Yeah, it's
because it's fighting.
Yeah,
it's a primitive instinct. So everybody's gonna be like, well, what if he would have just jabbed him a little sooner than before he got counterpunched? Like no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's like I said. I mean, boxing is something that people who do it, you have to understand. Everyone, it's primitive. Everyone, fight. You gotta fight. But it's just one of those things. It takes a while for you to be decent at it. Never mind good. And you can really get yourself hurt if you don't know what you're doing, or you're not supervised correctly or trained correctly.
You end up sparring a fucked up demon ass nigga who's going off on your ass.
Yeah, exactly.
I know about that shit.
For this one, Logan Paul, I know, has been working with Shannon Briggs, who never shies away from any fuckery. So you're gonna hear a whole bunch of "Let's go, champ" and all types of stuff.
Yeah, and KS1, if you'd have heard him on that Canelo Kovalev card, all that shit he was talking, man,
dude. It was like dude out there on some potty mouth shit, F this, F that. I was like, damn, bro, you realize you're on streaming TV, bro, you're Nigerian, bro. Why you can't be disrespecting your parents like this,
I didn't even know he was Nigerian. See, you would know that shit, right?
Dude was out there, F this, F that, pussy this. I'm like, damn, bro, what is wrong with you?
I guess I don't know how old he is. I know he's probably he gotta be younger than me. So
they're in their 20s. Both of them are in their 20s.
Oh, okay. So, maybe that's what their generation is on. That's, their fans, they following likes that shit. I can't front when Chris Ariola used to have those interviews after the fight, and it used to be like, that's a tough motherfucker. Mm-hmm. I used to laugh. He'd be like, yo, dude wildin'. So, but I ain't gonna lie, it was a bit over the top. It was a bit much, because it was going on for too long, man.
Well, that was because they were trying to, I think it was filling some airtime.
Don't tell me. I didn't even want to go into the airtime shit. Y'all just check that latest eye test episode. Me and PJ bitch and moan about that motherfucking.
Right.
For 30 minutes. So yeah, y'all. We traumatized enough with that shit, but
right.
So with Logan Paul and KS1,
KSI, bro,
KSI, it's fuck. I'm maybe because of the KRS1. I'm.
Shit, nigga, I was calling him before. I was calling him K1 for a hot minute. I was like, why the fuck am I saying K1? That's kickboxing, nigga. I was like, the fuck?
K1. Logan Pride. On the zone, at the end of the day, I hope they make a good fight out of it. Shit.
Yeah, the only thing that I think is unfortunate because there is an actual boxing card on that day too. And I don't think it's gotten not one lick of attention. And then, and I'm not gonna go into the card all that at all, really. But I just want to mention like the Jamel Herring versus Lamont Roach Jr. I mean, that's an actual boxing card. But I mean, so you hardcore.
That's a decent fight, but look, man. At the end of the day, you motherfucking promoters have to stop scheduling fights on the same day, same time. We all get the same calendar. Figure that shit the fuck out.
Yeah, and if don't be afraid to put a card on a Friday or on a Sunday. LB would appreciate the Sunday cards because he's not a football fan. So, but
facts. But I mean, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, y'all got something to work with, like, bro. Cause look, we said this shit. I said this shit with PJ, man. And I think we even said this earlier. I think it was me, PJ, and Pat. We not doing this whole fucking security monitor at the fucking Sawgrass Mall ass shit. Nigga, I'm picking one fucking card and I'm gonna watch that shit through. That's it. So only one nigga is gonna get that rating. So whoever got the best card or has the best time available, whatever, they getting my eyes. They getting my views. Right. So y'all gotta figure this shit out. I ain't playing this, hopscotch with the remote and shit. Or the stream roulette. trying to say, oh, hold on, wait. Shakur Stevenson did what? Wait, hold on, let me go here. Hold on, Deontay Wilder did this. Hold on, what? This, that. Nah, fuck all that.
Yeah, and me, unfortunately, I'm the opposite. Meaning, I set up all my devices from the laptop, tablet, whatever, man. I don't give a fuck, man.
No, stop. Ring Gang Radio does not endorse that bullshit because these motherfuckers, there's some promoter probably listening to this now like, see, I told you they'll do all that extra shit. Then there's another one like, man, but if that Shutterworth guy, if we get any more of him, we're gonna have to start, spacing out these cards. So please, don't try this Pat shit at home. Pick a fucking card.
Well, I mean, for me, because I do it for football too. So
Pat. We media. Pat media. So
yeah.
We gotta do a little bit, but on some fan shit, no.
Yeah, like I said though, Pat loves his sports. That's the problem. I love sports too much.
Nigga, I love boxing so much. I don't cheat on boxing. I don't even cheat on boxing within boxing. So one of y'all is getting watched. That's it.
And my final thoughts on this particular segment is basically, like I said, obviously I know a lot of people are soured on the Zone or whatever, and it'd be like, fuck this, I'm not gonna pay for the Zone, after what they did, Canelo Kovalev or whatever. Fine, no one's asking you to pay for that shit, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You can say what you want to say. But like I said, if you're not gonna pay for the Zone, you can go ESPN or ESPN Plus. I forget where it's on, and you can actually, do some good and actually watch the Jamel Herring Lamont Roach fight. Like I said, if you're not feeling this fight, if you're not feeling the Zone, do yourself a and watch two quality boxers, fight for the super featherweight title at least. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if like I said, because if you can't, if you want to be part of the solution, you do that. Else you're just part of the problem.
Yeah. And shout out to Jamal Herring and LaRoche.
Yeah, Jamal Herring is a friend of Ring Gang Radio, so yes, it's good. So we definitely wish him luck in his first title defense. But if you don't, if you want to watch that fight and you're like, then you turn on to the Zone. Oh, excuse me, the Zone. And you get entertained by the possible fuckery that will happen on this card. And I'm sure there'll be loads of it. So, amen. So enough on that. Enough of that card and that.